Hey everyone, welcome to the FPO layout for the 2024 DDO at Champions Landing. Take a forehand on a glide skip paradigm on hole 1. You can see that the pin on this layout is a bit closer. You can see the minimap on the top left. That is before that last green. So we don't have to worry about biting off as much distance off the tee as we do on the MPO layout. This is glide skip paradigm on forehand, and glide skip paradigm on forehand again. Should get us right up there by the basket. This doesn't leak a little bit to the right OB. That curve is helpful. Could have aimed a bit more there to the left, but we're going to rotate the world and get around here to save this first eagle right off the bat. Let's go check out hole 2. Hole 2 on the FPO layout is, if I see correctly, exactly the same as MPO. I'm going to take the light glide paradigm up over the top here. Keep it high so it hopefully clears these trees. Ideally, I'm going a bit more to the left there and having a better look coming in. But 443, I can just get here over the top again to end this up down there by the basket for a birdie on hole 2 in a very reasonable range here for a throw and lots of forgiveness. There's certainly a forehand line you can take going around the left side, but the backhand over the top just feels a little more consistent for me. Just the light glide with the turn in it feels a lot more controllable to me. Hole 3 is, I believe, the exact same also as the MPO layout. With this wind, I'm just going to take a sapphire on the line. I could typically take a glide roll rive on. It's going to fall a little bit short, but we're definitely still here within putting range. Got some good ground play. Got us up there to get this first birdie on hole 3. I've played through this course only once or twice, so I'm definitely still going to have some surprises. I just don't really know what to expect on each hole completely. This is a light glide paradigm. Hole 4, you see, is usually a very tough birdie, but it's a par 4 here. So still eagleable. I'm going to take my light glide paradigm, see if I can get it up there to a good spot to be able to run this basket. I think that's reasonable. I think it's a small drop in elevation, so 149, but that elevated basket, I'll just throw this to 150 and see if I can save this birdie. Drop, and we do save that birdie. Probably should aim that a little bit more to the right next time I'm playing through this one. Hole 5. Closer basket. So I feel like you have to run at this one. If you're not taking a run at this, I think you're going to be missing strokes in multiplayer. As long as you don't miss too egregiously, you're going to be at least there for the birdie because it's also a par 4. If you go out of bounds kind of around the basket area, you're going to have a good look for that birdie anyway. So taking that eagle, it's a sweet looking run so far. See if I can manage to not mess this up. I'm going to go forehand on the Accurate Glide Sapphire. You see the basket just on the other side rather than the MPO basket, which is over there on the left. And it gets you right here very easily. What did I see over there? I wonder what that white ball is. I'm going to check that out in a later round. And putt in here to take this birdie. Yeah, I wonder if that white ball is some sort of achievement or something, or some badge. Interesting. I'll check that out. Okay, here on hole 7, it's not a good wind to do anything exciting, so kind of like in my MPO round, I think I'm just going to take the sapphire out there, get it safe, and then throw in for the birdie. It's certainly a lot closer, and if you have a good wind, worth running with a glide skip rive or a paradigm or the flippy skippy. This is the FD. I've been playing around with it in my bag. I think I'm going to end up liking the river more still. Just the understability of the river, the straighter flight when it's powered down is nice, but I'm going to at least give that FD a fair shot. Hole 8 looks a bit closer here. This wind makes a lot of temptation, but I think it's just going to, I don't really know how to do this one. Let's see what we can do. Light glide paradigm. Let's see if it ends up nicely there. Ooh, this is looking like it has a good shot at being great. Get under that tree. Oh, that's going way OB up here. Oh well, got a lot of distance down the fairway though. Potentially even still look, if it wasn't for the bushes in the way, We're going to be able to save this birdie most likely here. Oh, not if we go OB again. Nope, got safe in there. I think this is going to be one where the eagle is a lot more in play than it is at the MPO, and you're going to see a lot more people hitting that eagle on this one, getting a little bit aggressive on one of the shots. Maybe even, I wonder if Sapphire, forehand Sapphire or backhand Sapphire could get me close enough for that eagle play. Definitely play around with that one a bit more. Glide skip paradigm, aim down a little bit, and get out here. Hit a little bit of cabbage. So we're not having an eagle look, but I think the eagle is pretty rare here anyway, and it's just fine to get up here to be able to get around the corner. And this is the musket for me with a ton of hyzer. Maybe even could have gone warship there and get close into this basket for this birdie. Maybe eagle's going to be more common there. Is the FPO closer? I'm not sure if the FPO is closer than the MPO that I've been playing already. Hole 10 is a brand new thing. I really love this hole. I think it has an ENSO feel to it, if you got ENSO. Whereas if you nail the drive, you could potentially have a very easy putt for eagle. And let's see if I can get through that. The same miss that I did in my MPO practice round, but actually has it up here for a throw-in this time. Let's see if I can get this at 166. The miss is probably going OB, but this is just a first run-through look, so we'll see if we can get this lined up just right. Nope, still short. Getting that birdie, I think that's definitely a drive. For sure at an elite level, you got to dial in, because this is going to become almost a musket birdie. Or sorry, musket eagle, I'd imagine, a lot of the competitive rounds. Hole 11, this is 349. We can take the accurate roll Sapphire and go pretty much straight at it. Not a ton to go wrong here. Unfortunately, I feel like the ace is incredibly risky with a skip fairway. I'm sure there's going to be some guys dialing it in and finding a safer ace run on that, like they do always. Hole 12 is another straight at it. It's a bit downhill, so I'm going to go with this accurate roll Sapphire again to make sure I don't leak too far off past the basket. If I have any bit of a headwind, or maybe even a neutral wind, the accurate glide Sapphire would probably be great getting into that. Another brand new hole that we haven't seen before. Let's check the FPO hole 13. FPO hole 13. Similar to the MPO, your play is to take a backhand straight over the top right. So I'm going to aim a little bit up just to take a bit of distance off this and get it up there. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have aimed up as much as I did, but it works out okay. Yeah, I guess aiming down, my normal aim would have been just fine to get this there for that birdie, not an eagle for the FPO T-pad like it is for the MPO T-pad on this very similar line. Hole 14, and I think we're back here to where it is an MPO. So I'm trying to paradigm with that wind, see how far I can push that out there. That seems to be working okay. This is a hole, honestly, if you're looking for a line, don't follow my advice. I really haven't been super consistent on this hole for quite a while. I'm going to take accurate roll Sapphire and get it up here to the right a little bit. The MPO 2022 layout, where this is a par 4, is just so tough. And now I have a weird little rotate the world putt here. Get nice and close. As you rotate, you are getting closer to the basket. And see if I can get that in. Yes! Able to save that eagle, though. It's still up to an eagle, just like an MPO, as opposed to a birdie for that 3 throw, yeah. 397 on here with a big wind and a big downhill. I'm going to go accurate roll and just make sure I get up there and don't slide too far down. Hopefully stay in there. It barely stays in. I haven't been to this drop zone yet, but that drop zone looks a lot more manageable than the MPO drop zone, and maybe even has a par save available if you end up at that drop zone, whereas MPO, it's pretty much unlikely. I think this is the same hole as MPO, so I'm going to take the glide roll rive, aim it low, and give it a straight pull back to hopefully just smash against this back wall. This works as long as you don't have a big tailwind, like a 3 tailwind or 3 or 4 tailwind or a 3 or 4 right to left tailwind. is going to give that disc too much lift. It might jump you right over that back wall. On to 17. This is going to be the light glide paradigm, or your other flippy driver. It doesn't need to be flippy skippy. And throw up the gap here. Get plenty of distance out there. You don't even need to get that far, but distance helps. I think that basket looks a little bit closer than FPO, so I'm not going to run it right now, but I feel like the eagle is potentially in play. I'm going to harp here into the green. The eagle is potentially in play if you get that drive, maybe a flippy skippy, will get you down there and get a good eagle look in play. Something to mess around with, but let's see how safe it's going to be. Let's see if it's going to be worth doing in a multiplayer round. All right, FPO hole 18. I don't think quite as fun as the FPO one. I'm going to take the accurate roll sapphire off the tee here and make sure I just don't get too close to that water's edge. Looks like accurate glide probably would have been just fine with plenty of room to get me closer in. The 309, I'm going to take the FD and hopefully fly across. A bit short. 309 would normally be a musket throw-in, but I was worried I would not get anywhere close, and the elevation changes downhill quite a bit. So we're tapping in there for our final birdie. This ends at minus 24 on the FPO layout, so definitely lots of eagles out there. There are a couple eagle possibilities that I could have had. Definitely hole 10 I could have had, and I think 7 I could have had with a better drive or a better wind. Better wind on 7 and a better drive on 10. Could have got me a couple more strokes there. So some high scoring available. We'll see if this one comes up in DDO. Let's see what the rewards are. We've got the Accurate Glide Marshall Fun Putter if you were looking for a new putter to try out. The Bounty Accurate Windbreak. I mean, solid disc. It'd be nice if it could fit into the putter pouch though. Accurate Roll Felon. Definitely a good disc and a lot of strong bags there. And the Windbreak Water Skip Trespass. I'm not sure what that one does. I'll have to check that out more. Well, thanks for watching, guys. As always, good luck with your round. Hope you can stay bogey free.